Like, now what's like a really stupid show that we played before? There's definitely been like 7. Oh yeah, okay. This isn't like embarrassing, like we've done something really stupid, but there was like a festival in like South Wales somewhere, and it was meant to be like the age-old thing that promoters seem to think works, which never fucking works. Like a metal stage and like a pop punk stage, like metal versus pop punk. Anyway, all the pop punk bands just didn't fucking show, so it was just us, and they just got rid of that whole stage, and it was just us, pretty high up on just like a really intense like metal beatdown bill. So it was like a load of hardcore bands and metal bands, us, 2 more bands, and then Ingested was the headliner. Who, if you don't know that band, they're just a super heavy beatdown metal, whatever you want to call it, band. So we were like way more pop punk at the time as well. So we just did our thing, and then there was like 5 people watching who were just mad that we were there. And then yeah, we were like, okay, well we drove to fucking South Wales for this, which is quite a way away from us. And we were like, oh, let's just go. Like, as soon as we finished, it sucked. And then we got lost in like the Welsh countryside for like 4 hours, ran out of fuel, and pretty much had to push the van to Hereford, just over the English border, where we could find a fuel station. And
it was one of those kind of shows as well where when you finish playing a song, you literally got that.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of tumbleweed that got into the venue somehow. I don't know how, and it was just flying around.
So I think someone clapped, and then some other guy told him,
yeah, don't fucking clap anymore. So that was most embarrassing moment, I think. Yeah. That was one of the most times I felt like an idiot.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. So. Oh no, it's got to be so.
You fell over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's 2 actually. Well, there's one near one, which would have been way more embarrassing. Which is where like I used in-ear monitors, and they like I took them off the back of my shirt, and I took my shirt back in, and then just before I walked on stage, Jordan was like, wait. Oh yeah, Mike. And I'd like tucked my shirt like into my boxers, so like that would have looked really stupid. Luckily, that was avoided. Other embarrassing moment was. Yeah, falling over. Like, there was just a monitor that just wasn't very stable. I went to stand on it and it just went, and it was one of those slow motion falls where your whole life flashes before your eyes. And like, I was taking down other band members, mic stands as I was going. And Jordan was saying he was like playing drums, like saw me fall, did a fill, went back to like the ride for a bit and was just chilling out. Looked back up and I was just still falling somehow.
Yeah. Then you grabbed one of the mic stands, threw that into my chest, so it was just basically you just wanted to bring the
I was falling
down.
for like 6 minutes straight. Yeah. But it was kind of funny. It wasn't that embarrassing, but yeah, it's probably the most embarrassing moment.
Oh, yeah.
And for you?
Not really. No, I don't think so. I mean, I do stupid shit all the time, but I can't think of one.
Yeah, we've been pretty dignified this tour.
We're getting better, aren't we? We don't really normally get like weird people coming up to us, I guess, like, you know, making embarrassing situations. I think everyone's been super chill.
Sometimes. People have just like told me I'm wrong about stuff on Twitter before. Like, I just tweeted something and they've been like, nope, that's not true. Like, I've got like a fact slightly wrong or something. What was it? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I tweeted something like, oh, did you know there's never been a war between a country that has McDonald's. There's never been a war between 2 countries that have McDonald's. And someone was like, nope, that's wrong, the Gulf War. I was like, and apparently there was like a McDonald's in one of those countries. I was like, oh, well, sorry. It was a quote anyway, I didn't even make it up. It was something like that, yeah.
So you were wrong, that guy was wrong.
People call me out like that before. People have been a little bit too like close for comfort.
A little bit clingy.
Which isn't like embarrassing, like, oh, I feel like an idiot, it's just a bit uncomfortable. Because, you know, I don't really know them. So that's the only thing, but nothing huge.
I think just stuff that happens, like, I can't remember any specific like moments, but just when people mistake you for somebody else and they think you're in another band. Like, I think someone thought I was in like As It Is or something and tried to get me to sign something. Just like,
people thought our tour manager was me, and they were like, we just played, and then I was like, they were like, why is the front man selling merch? Like, he looks really different off stage. Those lights must have made him look
loads
different, and he looks nothing like me. Yeah. got to be one.
I think what I do, I've got like a defense mechanism that kind of like erases embarrassing moments from my mind. So that's what that is, you know, happens all the time. So
I'm sure there's been something super embarrassing happen to me. But it is escaping me right now. I'm trying to think of all the tours we've been on.
Working with Max, maybe Detroit, throwing stuff.
There's got to be something there. Surely.
I can't think.
You were on tour with throwing stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, like this is just me though. I filled in for guitar with the band Throwing Stuff that we released our first split with, who are really cool bands. Check them out. And yeah, basically I was filling in for guitar, and we got the bus down. Well, not the bus, but we got the van down, and it was me, Sam Russo, Jamie, and Alan, and we decided it'd be a really great idea to start drinking neat whiskey on the way down on empty stomachs. Got to the venue, I was asleep, kind of rolled out the van, I was sick. Got on stage after almost sobering up, and then realised that none of us could play the songs between us, to the point where I think we just called it a day after about 3 songs.
What about
and a hell of a lot of...
What about the time in the first show in Manchester? Should I say that, or is that too bad?
It's not that bad, is it?
Nah.
And you probably are better off telling it than I am, because I don't really remember shit.
It's not that great, but like everyone was going cool. We just finished the show, and then like let's go out. All the bands went out, had some drinks, and then no one was keeping an eye on this guy. And at one point, we're like, "Where's Mike gone?" And he was just like starfished on the grass, like KO'd. Like, very good, get up, come on. And he just didn't. And then we were like, okay, shit. So we had to ring an ambulance, and then he just ended up just staying the night in hospital. Yeah. It's not that funny. It's just don't drink too much, guys. Like, this isn't not a funny story. It's just a shameful one.
Yeah. And my brother, like, I felt really bad because my brother, who's also in the band, stayed the whole night with me on the cold hospital floor. And the
doctor was trying to like get his attention because he was just leathered, and he was like, Michael. And then Mike went to his brother, who was the doctor's right here, and then Dan's there, and he goes to his brother. He goes, Dan, can you get another doctor? This guy's so annoying. Thinking the doctor couldn't hear him, but he was just like inches away.
Yeah. Awkward silence. Yeah.
He's so annoying.
Yeah. And then I think he said, do you feel better? And I think apparently I said, I'd feel a lot better if you'd leave me alone. And I was just really grumpy, I don't remember anything. That's it. That was my low point.
Not that much stuff's embarrassed me, but I think I have that mechanism where I just kind of go,
okay, that's gone.
Must forget this.
Yeah.
I was like really young, and and some kid like in the couple of years above, like PE and stuff, like sports, and some kid like pulled my shorts down, but my boxers went with them. So everyone was like, ugh, and I was mortified. But I was only really young as well, and the dude was much bigger than me. I had a tennis racket in my hand, so I just had it like sideways with a wood bit, and I just went BAM! And just smashed this kid around the face, like fucked him up, and then I got like suspended from school. But I was like you're what, like 10 or something, and some like 13-year-old big boy like embarrasses you in front of all the older kids. Like I was so humiliated, so I was like, right, fuck this kid. I'm gonna get him. So I just whacked him.
Took him out with a tennis racket.
But I distinctly remember that moment of, having my pants down was really, really embarrassing.
Yeah, that straight up sucks.
Having to just like do shit in front of the whole assembly, like I think I sang in the school choir when I was younger, and like I got some like solo bit when I was like a soprano, like really young. And they're like, look what the school choir are doing, everyone. It's some amazing stuff. And you're like, my friends are gonna sing this. It's really like cool stuff. And I had a music scholarship, so I had to kind of do it. And it wasn't even embarrassing, but when you're young and you want to be all cool, and then you're singing like PAAs and stuff in front of all your boys. And no one was like, oh, what dick, but you still just kind of stood there like, oh, I don't really want to do this. And I had to sing a solo.
Like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2.
Yeah, exactly like Kevin McAllister. I had to do Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat as well. Yeah, there was a girl I fancied in the front row. And I was like, I think it was props as well. I was like, oh, fuck.
We've all done things we're not
Yeah,
proud of.
and that was that. Off the top of my head, nothing hugely embarrassing. Threw up once in class, that wasn't cool. There's probably like at least 500 more moments like that I can't remember.
I think one time in it was like year 5, I got in my packed lunchbox I got a yogurt, and I shook it just to before I opened it, and I realised that it wasn't like a sealed lid, and it literally just covered everyone on my table, and I was just left there my bad. That's it.
I tried to hide in a cupboard once in class to try and jump out and scare the teacher, but she had a really good sense of humour, but she clocked that I was in that cupboard straight away and just stood in front of it for the whole lesson, so I couldn't get out, with a hand against the thing, and I was just just the whole way through oh, God's sake. And then at the end she was like, alright, you got detention, come on out now. And I was like, well, I feel stupid. It was pretty embarrassing.
It's in at the time, just absolutely mortifying.
Yeah, it's not even a big deal, is it? But when you're young, it's a shame really. Things like being, cool and not the subject of any sort of massive amounts of attention is a big deal to you when you're younger, isn't it?
Yeah. And you always wish you knew what you know now.
Yeah, I always tried to say super under the radar when I was a kid. People were always making me, you know what I mean? It's making me stand up in class and shit. I hate that. Oh man,
You've had a couple. What about the? Oh, it's not really embarrassing. It's the Sammy Gill one.
It's just horrible. A friend of mine broke a leg. It's not funny. It's really horrible.
Sammy Gill ate a slug.
Oh yeah, the same girl who broke a leg. She was we were outside this bar. No, this party actually. After being at the bar, and then I picked up this tiny slug to wave in her face and gross her out. And then I think she thought there was nothing there, and she thought I was trying to blag her because it was really dark. So she called my bluff and licked my finger, not realising there was actually a slug on it. And before she realised what had happened, she'd swallowed an actual slug, and everyone was freaking out. And she was like, "Nah, you're having me on." I was like, "Dude, you literally ate a slug."
Yeah. And that story stays with us.
It's gonna haunt her for the rest of her life.
We always bring it up.
Sammy Gill, she lives in Leeds. There's not that many Sammy Gills in Leeds, and now you all know. Oh, I told somebody I used to, a boss of mine, ages ago. I was mad at a friend, and I think I told my boss to fuck off or something like that. Or it might have even been a text. No, it might have actually been a text to my girlfriend at the time or something. Not even that embarrassing, but it was a really stuffy middle-aged man who was my boss. And then he texted me back something, but legit thinking that I'd meant to send it to him, which I obviously hadn't. And he was just what do you mean? Obviously that wasn't meant for you. I just didn't text back. I was like, oh.